Most men walk through life completely blind, missing the silent invitation screaming from the faces of the women right in front of them. You've been there, standing in a crowded bar, a coffee shop, or even at the office, feeling a vibe, but your brain starts second-guessing. You ask yourself, is she into me? Or is she just being nice? That hesitation? That's what kills your game. That's what keeps you in the friend zone, or worse, makes you the guy who never even tried. The truth is, a woman's face is a biological map of her desires. Long before she says a single word, her nervous system has already made a decision about you. If you don't know how to read these micro-expressions, you're essentially playing a high-stakes game of poker while wearing a blindfold. Today, we're stripping away the confusion. I'm giving you the 7 facial expressions that are the holy grail of attraction. These aren't just guesses. This is raw human psychology and evolutionary biology. If you're tired of being the guy who fumbles the bag because he couldn't read the room, then pay close attention. Before we dive into the first biological leak, understand this. The world wants you to stay average. It wants you to be the guy who waits for a woman to make the first move, which, let's be honest, hardly ever happens. But you're here because you want to be elite. You want to be the man who walks into a room with the X-ray vision of social intelligence. If you want to stop guessing and start knowing, if you want to master the art of the high-value man, hit that subscribe button right now. We don't do fluff here, we do results. This is about your evolution. Now let's get down to business. The first sign happens so fast, you might miss it if you blink. It's called the eyebrow flash. When a woman sees someone she finds instinctively attractive or high status, her brain triggers a lightning-fast upward flick of the eyebrows. It lasts about 1/6 of a second. This isn't a conscious hello, it's a primal recognition signal. Her brain is literally saying, "Whoa, I need to see more of this guy." By raising her brows, she's widening her field of vision to take in more of your physical presence. Most guys are too busy checking their own hair in a mirror or looking at their phones to see it. But if you catch that flash when you first lock eyes across a room, you've already won the first round. She hasn't even processed why she likes you yet, but her biology has already given you the green light. Don't ignore it. That's your cue to move in. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, but in psychology, they are the windows to the autonomic nervous system. When a woman is genuinely attracted to you, her pupils will dilate, meaning the black part of her eye gets huge. This is caused by a surge of dopamine and norepinephrine. It's a physiological response she cannot fake and she cannot hide. Even in a brightly lit room, if those pupils look like saucers when she's looking at you, she is mentally consuming you. It's her body's way of trying to capture every detail of your face. This is why candlelight dinners are so romantic. The dim light forces the pupils to dilate, mimicking the look of deep attraction. If you see this in broad daylight, man, she's not just interested, she's captivated. Stop listening to what she's saying and start looking at what her eyes are screaming. This one is deep-rooted in our evolution as mammals. When a woman tilts her head while talking to you, she's doing 2 things. First, she's exposing her carotid artery, one of the most vulnerable spots on the human body. In the animal kingdom, showing your throat is a sign of extreme trust and submission to a dominant or attractive force. Second, tilting the head allows her to release pheromones from the scent glands in her neck. If she's playing with her hair and tilting her head so you can see the line of her neck, she is subconsciously inviting you into her personal space. She feels safe, she feels attracted, and she's testing the chemistry. If you're a guy who stays stiff and robotic, you'll miss this. But if you're vibing with her and you see that head tilt, know that she's emotionally leaning in. Let's get real. This is where things get heavy. When attraction levels spike, blood flow increases to the soft tissues of the body, including the lips. They become fuller, redder, and more sensitive. Because of this, a woman will often unconsciously part her lips slightly. She's literally breathing through her mouth because her heart rate has increased. If you see her tongue quickly dart out to moisten her lips, or if she bites her bottom lip while looking at you, that's not just a habit. That is a high-level sexual interest signal. She's focusing on the mouth, yours and hers. In the world of dating, this is the red zone. If you see the lip part, she's waiting for you to take the lead. Don't be the guy who keeps talking about the weather when she's literally showing you she's hungry for something more. This sounds strange to the average guy, but to a researcher, it's gold. When we are excited or aroused, our oxygen demand goes up. The body naturally flares the nostrils to take in more air and more of your scent. Remember, attraction is 50% visual and 50% chemical. She is subconsciously trying to smell your pheromones to see if you're a genetic match. If you notice a slight flare in her nose while you're close to her, her body is in high gear. She's hunting for your essence. It's a raw, animalistic sign that she's tuned into your frequency. You won't see this from a woman who's bored. You only see it when the spark is turning into a fire. Anyone can fake a smile. You see it at the grocery store, at boring weddings, and in customer service. A fake smile only uses the muscles around the mouth. But a Duchenne smile, a real, genuine smile of attraction, reaches the eyes. Look for the crow's feet or the small wrinkles at the corners of her eyes. If she smiles at you and her eyes don't change, she's being polite. She's low-key wishing the conversation would end. But if her eyes crinkle, her cheeks lift, and her whole face seems to glow, that's the real deal. That smile means she's experiencing genuine joy in your presence. As a man, your job is to distinguish between social politeness and genuine desire. Don't waste your time on the fakes. Look for the eyes. When a woman is stressed or on guard, her jaw is tight. She's in defense mode. But when she's with a man she's secretly attracted to, her facial muscles, especially the jaw, relax. This makes her face look softer and more feminine. Along with this, listen to her voice. If she's attracted to you, her voice will often drop in pitch, becoming huskier and more breathier. It's the bedroom voice coming out in public. She's shedding the social mask and becoming her raw, feminine self. If she's laughing at your jokes, even the bad ones, with a relaxed jaw and a deeper tone, brother, you're not just in, you're the main event. Look, most guys will watch this and forget it by tomorrow. They'll go back to being average Joe, complaining that women are complicated. But women aren't complicated. They're just waiting for a man who's smart enough to read the map. You have the tools now. You know what to look for. The question is, are you going to be the man who acts on this knowledge, or the guy who stays on the sidelines? The high-value man observes, analyzes, and then executes. Start paying attention to the micro details. Watch the eyes, the lips, and the tilt of the head. The world is yours if you're brave enough to see it. Here is a powerful, extended outro designed to hit that 18 to 60 male demographic right in the gut. It focuses on the high-value man philosophy, creating a sense of urgency and brotherhood. The final execution outro. Look, brother, we've just covered the biological blueprint of attraction. You now possess a tactical advantage that 99% of men will never even realize exists. While other guys are out there playing a guessing game, stumbling through awkward conversations and wondering why they keep getting ghosted, you have the X-ray vision to see the truth. You can see the eyebrow flash, you can track the pupil dilation, and you know exactly what that lip part means before she even says a word. But let's get real for a second. Knowledge without action is just a mental masturbation. It's worthless. You can watch all the psychology videos in the world, but if you don't have the balls to step up when you see these signs, you're still going to be the guy watching from the sidelines. You're still going to be the guy who sees the one walk away because you were too scared of rejection to trust the signals her body was screaming at you. Do not let that be your story. The reason most men's view count on their own lives is 0 is because they lack the courage to lead. They want a woman to make it easy for them. But a high-value woman, a woman worth having, wants a man who is observant enough to see her interest and bold enough to claim it. If you're serious about stopping the fumble and starting your evolution into a man who commands respect and attracts high-level partners, then you need to be part of this tribe. We are building a brotherhood here of men who refuse to be average. We don't just talk about dating tips. We talk about the psychological warfare of life and how to win it. So, if this resonated with you, if you felt that shift in your gut, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on the notifications. Don't let the algorithm decide when you get to level up. You decide. Join the elite who are actually doing the work. Your mission for today is simple. Stop looking at your phone when you're out. Look at the faces. Watch for the micro expressions. The world is talking to you, man. Are you finally ready to listen? Stay sharp, stay observant, and most importantly, stay dangerous. I'll see you in the next one.